awfully cloudy, but now it's beautiful and sunny. It's just what we want. It's been like 3 degrees lately. I don't know what it was this dawning, but the 2 ones before were only 3 degrees. So lovely to bask in the sun. I wonder if that would work. I'm trying to attach power banks and hotspots so they don't fall off. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. Oh well. Hi PM, how are you today? I missed anyone? Hi Rosalie. Hello Lily. So cute. Okay. Thank you, beautiful Pam. Hold you in our heart too. Miss you all. Miss you, Pam. Hi, Nates. Hi, Nates. Sad works. Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's nice. It's a sunny day. Hi, Pinster. And plus one guy. Hi, Wanda. Oh. Hi, pointless lives. I'm sure there's points. Many points to our lives. But, okay. All right.
The Ode of Remembrance. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end, against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. lest we forget. This letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission 1995 to 1997. The Wood Royal Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, an ex-Prime Minister and others. That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem, it's when a group of people such as the 28 keep each other's secrets. Further into his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given that the Australian taxpayers paid out roughly $64 million on the case? We have a right to full disclosure of the investigations. 28 years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland and daily since the 7th of February 2022 here in the nation's capital. Each and every one of us knows someone who has survived the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. It is up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, judiciary system, the media, yourself and Parliament on this matter. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of Australia.
Remember, historical Jesus was an activist who sat with the underdogs of those times, those who were downtrodden, oppressed, and cast out. He helped those who had been judged and shamed to remember who they were, to remember their light within. He invited them to step into and embody the truth of who they were and to know that whatever darkness they had encountered, that they could rise above. He turned the tables in the temples because of the corruption and greed, and also due to what was happening with the animals there. Christ's example is about a circle of compassion and justice. He did not sit back and allow abuses of power, but rather gave us the best example of how to have faith in our connection to the Creator and how to stand strong in times of darkness. Anytime we are in fear or feel like the burdens of this life are too much, we can know that the light shines for us and is within us. We can also send that light with our heart energy so that it reaches out to cover the earth, the skies, the waterways, the animals, and all beings here. We can vision that with our mind's eye, and with our energy centers aligned and activated, this is so powerful. Remember, Christ did not work alone, but had a whole community who were working with him, often behind the scenes or underground, to get through those times. This is what we are doing now, working together, not alone. Our light within creates a grid across this planet more powerful than we even know.
Good morning. This is a day of reflection for people who are called Christians and those that don't know Jesus. A reflection of 2,000 years ago when Jesus was crucified on the cross. The hatred of man against Jesus. He was mutilated beyond recognition. In Isaiah 53, that was written 700 years before Christ, it was prophesied of what would happen to him. And also in Psalm 22, King David, that was like 970 years, 1,010 years before Christ, he prophesied about Jesus' death. He was a man of compassion, of love, of godliness, a man without sin, because he came from heaven. He was before time. He left a heavenly realm of beautiful beauty, unimaginable to our thoughts. And he came to earth, and he grew up knowing that he was the Son of God. He loved us so much that he spread his arms out. He knew what they were going to do to him, and he prepared his disciples of what was coming, but they didn't understand. And only a few days before, they welcomed him with what we call Palm Sunday, and how they turned and they sent Barabbas free and put Jesus on the cross, because that was the only way that God the Father could bring us back to a relationship with him. Because of what he did, we now have a straight, direct line with God the Father and Jesus. We don't have to go through all the religious things that they had to do with sacrifices, because he became a sacrifice for us. He died for us. He took on the world's, on all mankind's sins, on everything. He took it all on that cross. And as it is said, that there was darkness from the 6th hour to the 9th hour, which is 12 midday to 3 p.m. It wasn't an eclipse. And when he said it was finished on the cross, on that cruel cross, the curtain that separated the Holy of Holies, which measured 18 metres high and 9 metres wide. And it is said that it was the breadth of a man's hand in thickness. It was rent from top to bottom, not from bottom to top, from top to bottom. So Jesus was the high priest. He made a way where there was no way. And then his body was taken by Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus with 100 pounds of beautiful spices and wrapped in linen, and was laid in a tomb in the Garden of Gethsemane. And there it was sealed by a big boulder. It was sealed with guards on that tombstone, and that's where he lay. And I'll leave it there. And I thank you, Jesus, for what you have done for all mankind and what you are doing now. For God's ways are higher than our ways, and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Because he loves us so much that he sent his only begotten Son to have a relationship with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Lolo. Thank you, Dave. Reflecting upon what this day represents, what it is, and calling us all to reflect upon what we do, what we don't do, what we have done, what we have not done. Have we done enough? Reflect upon what's in our heart judgment is really within ourselves. Those scales when you weigh your heart next to a feather. What will you take with you? So I've just felt called to sing the song again about being ready. Take stock, as I said, of what you do, what you don't do, what you have done, what you have not done, what you do in the future and will not do. And take stock of what is in your heart. Ultimately, the judgment is within yourself, and what can you live with? So this is a song by Rising Up Ilaina, two beautiful sisters. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready, for the time is drawing near. Brothers, sisters, please get ready. Brothers, sisters, please get ready. Brothers, sisters, please get ready, for the time is drawing near. There'll be signs and wonders. There'll be signs and wonders. There'll be signs and wonders, for the time is drawing near. We'll turn round and just start over. We'll turn round and just start over. We'll turn round and just start over, for the time is drawing near. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready, for the time is drawing near. For the time is drawing near. Will you be ready? I know we are.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all they can to kick us out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They tow my car, the next day it's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna can't cut you loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm. Library to epic, thought we were gonna regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left. Yeah, they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, the oldest civilization. It's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support For the new way this war is fought, our worry for the law and in June income bore accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the cans, who kicked us out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here, yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the cans, who kicks out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here.
Okay. The straw man is where all your money is, Nubby, which should be in. Okay. I'm just going to have to move this because I can't see a thing in this sun. Hello. So I'm just moving in the shade so I can read.
No, I've actually watched some of that.
Okay, you have a nice tree.
Differently, though. Baby face anymore, mate.
Born and I have swaps. I'm usually got a bit of a beard and
Okay,
he's got
let me
shades every day, so done a bit of a swap.
Don't worry with him. Get a little crunchy, mate.
Without your car.
It's like a scrubbing brush.
That doesn't make sense, pointless. Right, let me go back a bit. Let me go back. Wow, there's a lot of chat that went on. Yeah. Oh, also apologies. I really did start that song way too high for my voice. So anyway, not something I normally do. Before the last week, maybe. What? Really? Who are you, pointless? When did he say that? That's a bit odd. Okay, let me just go back a bit again. All right. Hi, Greg. All right. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, let me go back. Wow, there's a lot of chat today. Sorry, I'm so behind. Hi, Melbourne Snapper Report 2 and Dan. Okay. Yeah, well, there was a very good message in what Lulu had to say.
Yeah. I know. It's especially cold morning.
Wow, that's a lot.
What's she doing? How's she doing?
Oh, just rearranging stuff.
It's a jiggle.
All right.
Like a monthly thing, just take everything out.
Well, I'm glad you're all having a good chat amongst yourselves.
I'm very impressed, Dave.
I'm not catching up very well.
It's just, the only problem is it's been over and it's just needs to be again.
I'm very impressed, Dave, that you do that. I get in my car and I think, oh, every time I get the car, I really think the quickness. And then you go past these big
Anyone else? Why is this so hard to read?
they're taken from building sites. And I was driving along and they pulled out and all this clouds of dust. And I'm
Oops.
thinking, oh my goodness, I didn't wash my car. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I like it to be clean for at least a few days, you know. I think, oh well.
Well, you know, up the coast is like south coast. Sydney's really, I mean, up the coast, not down the coast.
If I look at the dash, I go, oh. Then I was trying to clean the windscreen this morning and I was
Yeah, weird. Anyway, thanks, PM.
It is actually, because I've got another 20 that should come out. There's a little corner and people come flying through there.
Interesting.
You look at places.
Well, you know, every day's a new day. What may come will come.
Side out on my letterbox. I didn't need brick wall and then I took out the letterbox. Yeah, I'm a bit like that. Take out letterboxes, take out taps, take out... The letterbox stayed, but I took a big mark out so that... Yeah, well, you hit the back.
Yeah, got a few scratches from that driveway. Oh, the other side's worse.
Yeah, well, that's the way you always back in.
Yeah.
Make it even, Steve. Make it even.
well said there, Nates. I go to the Indian when they are standing at the chief's gate.
Oh, I didn't move
Hi Rosalie, thanks. Heart, hands. What?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you mean there, PM.
Oh, they drive around.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you so interested in what I'm doing?
Control the fence.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're there looking at us. Yeah. They're there
Hmm.
looking at us.
Oh, they usually sterilise all the ones out here. Gee, I tell you what, there was when it rained a few weeks ago. They were happy because there was no golfers around trying to
Yeah, thanks again, PM. There were some really lovely messages. Yeah, it is lovely weather. Okay, wow, that was a long chat. Oh yeah, I just asked him. I don't know if he's seen my message. Nah, he's busy. All right, farewell. I say farewell. All right, thanks. Thank you. Yep. Love and light.